Playing that next. We'll get to Russell. We'll get to Cindy. We'll get to you. We'll take your calls. Kevin Miller, KIDO Talk Radio. Let's go to our friend Russell in Star, Idaho.
Hi, Kevin. You know, I called your show many times speaking about the Ukraine issue over the last 2-3 years, and I'd like to sum up a few facts because, well, the fact is that a deep state operation is what the Ukraine was all about, and that's why policies are being completely reversed. Trump went and spoke to Putin directly, because it's no longer a deep state operation. And so many facts are there that you hear from hardly anybody in the media, including Fox News, I have to say. You know, how often do they refer to the Maidan coup in 2014 where Nuland was leading it and passing out cookies while people were dying? Or the Minsk Accords where Ukraine and Russia both agreed. It started in September 2014, and it was an agreement in February 2015, and there would have been no invasion, but Boris Yeltsin stepped in and said no, because they already, the deep state, planned an operation that we saw unfold, okay? You know, through this whole process, Kevin, I've wondered how it is that the sound people of Russia, their politicians clearly spelling out the truth of their concerns, meant nothing to the United States, nothing whatsoever. Meaning the separatist people in Donetsk and Lugansk, they voted in referendum to separate from the Ukraine. And the Ukrainians were persecuting them for years. Isn't that a legitimate request of the world to recognize this? And then, you know, when Hillary Clinton lied and said it was unprovoked, when the fact is the whole thing was provoked relentlessly if you look at the facts of the matter historically. So, you know, look, and then if you look at the hypocrisy of the matter and what NATO did in Serbia when there was a separatist movement in Kosovo, okay, and then what happened there? Okay, the United States, the EU, and the NATO, they agreed to rip Kosovo away from Serbia. Okay, why didn't they agree that Lugansk, Donetsk, and those places that were primarily Russian, why didn't they agree that they should be able to go separate? It was a hypocrisy of great proportions in the deep state operation. One last thing. You know, why is there no on-the-ground reporting from the Ukraine? Consider that just for your thoughts. Now, you have Patrick Lancaster. He's there and a British guy. And generally, they're pro-Russian, married to Russian guys, women. But look, you know, there's no reporting. Why? It's something to think about.
Well, what are they covering up? You know, I think the Wall Street Journal has done a few things, but that is mainly on the front lines. They've done a really in-depth story on drones and stuff like that, but that's about the only place that I've seen, but it's nothing consistent.
Well, cover up, Kevin. I mean, that's what the whole deep state is. They treated the American public like we're chumps, like we're idiots, feeding us a narrative that just disregards facts. Yeah. I mean, Trump's there with Putin, and they're talking facts on the ground, facts of the history, and I'm sure Trump acknowledges all of it. And we need to start acknowledging it and then realize it was a deep state operation from the beginning.
Well, Russell, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're always consistent. There we have it.